Winter is coming. Brace yourselves. The chill in the air, the frost on the windows, and the snowflakes beginning to fall are all signs that the season of winter is upon us. It's a time of beauty and wonder, but also a time to be prepared for what lies ahead. Get ready, America. Winter is just around the corner and it's bringing its unpredictable weather with it. From the bustling streets of New York to the quiet suburbs of the Midwest, everyone will feel the impact. Snow shovels will be out and the sound of scraping ice will become a morning ritual. One day might be sunny and mild, the next could be a snowy, icy mess. The roads can go from clear to treacherous in a matter of hours, and it's important to stay informed and prepared. Whether you're commuting to work or planning a weekend getaway, always keep an eye on the weather forecast. We're here to help you understand what Mother Nature might have in store for us this winter, 2024 to 2025. Our team of meteorologists is working around the clock to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information. From snowstorms to cold snaps, we'll cover it all. Predicting the weather is tricky business. It's like trying to guess what's wrapped up in a present before you unwrap it. Each day brings new data and new challenges, but with the right tools and expertise, we can make educated guesses. But by looking at certain clues and patterns, we can get a pretty good idea of what to expect. Historical data, current weather patterns, and advanced computer models all play a role in our predictions. It's a blend of science and art, and we're committed to getting it right. So buckle up, weather enthusiasts, as we dive into the great unknown of winter weather. From the joy of the first snowfall to the challenges of navigating icy roads, winter is a season of contrasts. Stay with us as we explore the wonders and the warnings of the winter season. Together, we'll face whatever comes our way with knowledge and preparedness. This winter, La Niña is back for a second year in a row, bringing with it a host of weather changes that will be felt across the globe. Imagine La Niña as a giant refrigerator in the Pacific Ocean, cooling things down significantly. This cooling effect is due to the strengthening of the trade winds, which push warm water towards Asia and allow cold water to rise to the surface. La Niña typically brings colder than average temperatures to the northern U.S., making it a winter wonderland for some. States like Montana, North Dakota, and Minnesota often experience these chilly conditions. Think cozy nights by the fireplace, sipping hot cocoa, and maybe a few more snow days than usual for the kids. It's a time for families to gather and enjoy the warmth indoors, while the cold rages outside. But La Niña's influence isn't limited to just temperature. It also has a significant impact on weather patterns, altering the jet stream and influencing storm tracks. It can also affect precipitation patterns across the country, leading to wetter conditions in some areas and drier conditions in others. Some areas might see more snow and rain, particularly in the Pacific Northwest and the Ohio Valley, where La Niña tends to bring increased precipitation, while others, like the southern U.S., could be drier than usual, potentially exacerbating drought conditions in places like Texas and Florida. Knowing about La Niña helps us prepare for these potential impacts. From stocking up on winter supplies to planning for possible flooding or drought, being informed allows us to take proactive steps to stay safe and comfortable during the winter months.
North and south, medley.
La Niña chills things down in the US, it can actually lead to milder winters in Europe. That's because La Niña changes the way air circulates around the globe, pushing warmer air towards Europe. So while Americans might be bundling up in their warmest coats, Europeans might be enjoying milder temperatures and even some sunshine. It's a fascinating example of how interconnected our planet's weather patterns truly are. We've already talked about La Niña's role in shaping winter weather. La Niña, characterized by cooler than average sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean, can lead to significant changes in weather patterns across the globe. During La Niña years, we often see colder and wetter conditions in some regions, while others may experience droughts and warmer temperatures. This phenomenon can have a profound impact on agriculture, water supply, and even the frequency and intensity of storms. But there are other players in this atmospheric drama too. The atmosphere is a complex system with many interacting components, and understanding it requires looking at multiple factors. The quasi-biennial oscillation, or QBO for short, is a fancy name for wind patterns high up in the stratosphere. These winds, which blow in a regular pattern from east to west and then switch to west to east, play a crucial role in our weather systems. The QBO operates on a roughly 28-month cycle, and its influence can extend down to the surface, affecting weather patterns and even the development of tropical cyclones. These winds change direction every few years, and those changes can influence our weather down here on the surface. For instance, a westerly phase of the QBO can enhance the development of Atlantic hurricanes, while an easterly phase might suppress them. This oscillation is just one example of how interconnected our atmosphere is, with changes in one layer having ripple effects throughout the system. And then there's the sun. The sun is the primary source of energy for our planet, and its influence on weather and climate cannot be overstated. You might not think of it as a major weather factor, but the sun's energy output varies over time in cycles. These solar cycles, which last about 11 years, can lead to periods of higher or lower solar activity. During times of high solar activity, we might see an increase in solar radiation reaching Earth, which can influence weather patterns and even climate. These solar cycles can have subtle but noticeable effects on Earth's climate and weather patterns. For example, increased solar activity can lead to warmer temperatures, while decreased activity might contribute to cooler conditions. Scientists are continually studying these cycles to better understand their impact and to improve our weather and climate predictions. By studying all these factors together, we can get a clearer picture of what winter might have in store. Combining data from La Niña, the QBO, and solar cycles allows meteorologists to make more accurate forecasts and to anticipate potential weather extremes. This comprehensive approach helps us prepare for and mitigate the impacts of severe weather, ensuring that communities can better withstand the challenges posed by our ever-changing climate. For those of you in the Northeast, get ready for a classic winter experience. La Niña's influence suggests colder than average temperatures and potentially more snow than usual. That means snow days, cozy nights indoors, and maybe even some epic snowball fights. But with the potential for heavy snow, also comes the risk of nor'easters, those powerful coastal storms that can bring blizzard-like conditions. Be sure to stock up on winter gear and keep an eye on the forecast, especially if you live near the coast. Southeast mild temperatures with a chance of surprises. The Southeast can expect a relatively mild winter overall. Temperatures are likely to be close to average with occasional cold snaps. However, don't let the generally mild conditions fool you. Even in the Southeast, winter can bring surprises. Remember, La Niña can increase the chances of severe weather outbreaks, even during the winter months. So, be prepared for anything from sunny days to sudden thunderstorms. Midwest, the battleground of cold and warm air. The Midwest often finds itself caught in the crossfire between cold air masses from the north and warmer air from the south. This winter, expect a roller coaster of temperatures. Some days might be bitterly cold, while others could be surprisingly mild. Precipitation is likely to be near average, with a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Be prepared for rapidly changing conditions and always have a winter emergency kit handy, just in case. Northwest, a wet and wild winter wonderland. The Pacific Northwest is no stranger to rain, and this winter is likely to be no different. La Niña typically brings wetter than average conditions to the region. Expect plenty of rain in the valleys and heavy snow in the mountains. If you're a fan of skiing, snowboarding, or simply enjoying the beauty of a snow-covered landscape, the Northwest is the place to be this winter. Just be sure to pack your waterproof gear. Southwest, from dry deserts to snowy peaks. The Southwest is a region of contrasts, from scorching deserts to towering mountains. This winter, expect those contrasts to be on full display. La Niña typically brings drier than average conditions to the Southwest, which could exacerbate drought conditions in some areas. However, the mountains could still see significant snowfall, providing much-needed moisture. So, whether you're planning a desert hike or a ski trip, be sure to check the local forecast before you go.